Hello everyone, my name is Dakota, and welcome to another video. In this video I will be explaining this little art project that I have been working on for the past couple of... I think it's been months at this point. Like a month or two, I think. But basically, for the past while I have been thinking about what content creators would be what species from the Soulbound universe. And for those who do not know, because I am the writer of a story that I post on Tumblr called Soulbound. In brief summary, the story is about a family that hires a demon who then takes care of said family. I will obviously not go too deeply into it because there would be a lot of spoilers and I'd rather have people discover it for themselves. I will be leaving Soulbound into the description down below. But in Soulbound, even though currently it's not really too thoroughly detailed just yet, I do intend to cover more of it in the future. But in Soulbound there are many different species of demons. Some of them being my original works, and some of them being inspired by IRL mythology. And then I was thinking, what species would everyone be? Because that's just something that I was interested in. And at the moment I'm currently just focused around Minecraft content creators, but I might branch out to other content creators as well. I do have a list of them that I am trying to get through, but others I'm still trying to figure out because I want the creators to be represented in the way that I think would suit best. And I will be covering that in this video. I will be probably making this a series so that I do not talk for like 5 hours for every single one of them at a time, because there's a lot of them that will be done. So the one that I started off with is GoodTimesWithScar, who is a Minecraft content creator. I personally do not really watch his videos, but I am very much aware of him because I am a big fan of Mumbo Jumbo, Grian, and Tango. Good old Tango Tech. He's a pretty cool dude from what I have seen. I do enjoy his energy, so I thought that I wanted to draw him as one of the species in Soulbound. As stated before, these species might not be fully written in the story just yet, but I do intend to have them be dotted out throughout the story at one point or another. So the species that we are looking at right now is a Fate, which is a centaur-like species that originates from the Greed Ring, but just because a species is native to it doesn't mean that they are strictly from there. So don't look too deeply into it. It's mostly just what I think the characters or person is mostly like. So the inspiration for this is, at present, I think that's what Scar is the most like. And for the fur pattern, I used the inspiration Jelly, who is, was Scar's IRL cat, who is also in the Minecraft game. So I thought it would be really cute to have his fur pattern be kind of a nod to her. And I thought that would be really sweet, because that was just kind of my main idea. And Scar is a disabled content creator, and I just didn't really want to get rid of that feature. Especially because I thought it would be very interesting to have a representation of like disabled like creatures and just characters in general. So for his his design, I gave him a little a little wheelchair harness thing. Kind of, I actually used several references for dog wheelchairs, several designs of those as references, but I tried to figure out how to make it in a way that would make sense, at least in my head. So the way that I like to assume is that the little straps around the feet here, they can move up and down, along the sides of where the wheels are attached. So that his legs can still move, because as far as I know, he can still move his legs, just not as much, I think. I don't know. I don't know the extent of Scar's disability or anything. I'm not that big of a fan, so I do not know the full extent of it, and it's just I'm not an expert on medical stuff, so this is just my version of things. But he can still move his legs, but the wheelchair is definitely there for extra support, and it's just there to increase mobility, obviously. But yeah, I gave him a little wheelchair design, which I think is really cute, and it almost wraps around him as a harness, or a little backpack almost. Just to make sure that it's nice and secure. And I thought it would be really nice for him to have a customized wheelchair almost, or at least slightly. And I added his little hot guy logo thing here, because I thought that would be really nice as well. Just a cute nod to the whole hot guy thing. And it is also worth mentioning that Scar, his skin has green eyes, which I did originally want to add as well, but then I remember, because I keep a pretty detailed notes on the species, what they look like, etc., etc. Some of them I still need to re-edit, but that'll come in due time. But the species fates, the very common eye colors is usually yellow or yellow adjacent. It's often yellow, or it can be even blue almost. Although blue is much rarer, yellow is definitely one of the more common colors, yellow and oranges. So I gave him more of a sort of a yellowy green color. It's not quite a lime color, but it's definitely a bit more green than yellow. But I did still want to give him a green hue. And then I gave him his the outfit that he wears is based off of one of his Minecraft skins. I don't know which one on the top of my head, but I used the colors and the design from that. And this is actually not the first time that I've drawn Scar as a fate. This was actually my second attempt. My first attempt I was just not happy with in comparison to the other content creators, which I will show you right here. This was my very first attempt, And I wasn't very happy with the way that it looked, because yes, it's pretty much like the design was the same. It's just the pose I was not happy with. Also, some of the proportions are different now, but that's just how it is with the poses. I'm just not that great with certain poses. But yeah, this is what it originally looked like. It's basically the same, just slightly different, maybe. Because obviously I cannot make perfect copies. But this was the original, and then this is my second attempt, which I am much happier about. Fates as a demon species are very interesting to me, because they do not really seem like demons at all. Which is also part of the thing that I wanted to have in Soulbound, is that demons are not always the stereotypical ones. Like, one of the demon species are also satyrs, or however you really pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's called a satyr, the goat things. But those are also demons in the Soulbound universe. Just anything that could be qualified as like a mythological being could, in theory, be qualified as a demon, but it kind of depends, really. But that's a whole different, like, subject, honestly. It's not really that important. But fates as a species, they generally have a very playful personality. They are often, like, either cat or dog-like. They are very friendly. They are very large species as well. They can be several feet tall and several feet long. Like, I don't remember the exact numbers on the top of my head, because I did both the average females and average male builds. But I believe one of the things that I wrote down was that on average, on 4 legs by height, that they can be like 7 feet tall or something like that. And then the length from front to back can differ based on build, because some of them have like longer bodies, some of them have shorter bodies, etc., etc. But they are a very large species. They are typically seen as very playful, very social as well, very friendly. Fates also have a very good intuition. Like, they are fairly decent at being able to tell who is and is not telling the truth. It's just kind of built into them. And I think that would be kind of interesting for Scar as a fate. Because he can be a bit oblivious at times, from what I have seen. Which is perfectly fine. Just, but I feel like he has a pretty good general, like, sense of, like, good sense of character. Which is very much a fate trait. There's not a whole lot that I had really in mind for Scar as a demon species, aside from a fate. That's the only one that really seemed to fit to me. Plus, that way I get to give him an excuse to draw him as, like, a jelly. Especially when you consider Double Life, for example. He was going crazy on the pandas because they look like jelly to him. And obviously this is just one way to honor Jelly, who sadly passed away a while back. Rest in peace, Jelly. you will forever live on in Minecraft, and now this drawing. I also like to think that Scar, as a fate, would love to have people give people rides on his back. And knowing Scar, he would probably say something rather unfortunate. Because if you know Scar at all, he has a very unfortunate habit of phrasing things in a rather sus way. Which in this form he would definitely be able to. But I like to imagine that he likes to give people rides on his back, which is obviously much easier now as a fate, when his back is obviously as a centaur-like species, much more rideable. And because of his wheelchair, I also like to imagine that he would just strap cargo against it, onto it. Maybe have a saddle pack of some sort. And basically his wheelchair can double as a wagon, because if there's anything I know about Scar, is that he's one hell of a salesman. So it doubles as both a mobility aid and something to strap merchandise to. Because that's just the type of person that Scar is. There's not much else I can really say about this, but this gives the general gist of what I had in mind for Scar as a soulbound, based demon. Hopefully I can do better at explanations in future videos. As of right now, I have drawn Scar, B-Dubs, Grian, Gem, and Jimmy. Those are the ones that I have drawn so far. And hopefully, I was originally going to draw Joel next. But since I was at TwitchCon Rotterdam this year, I met Filza, and I did intend to draw him as well. So hopefully, I will get to draw him, Kristen, and Joel in the near future. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button. Like the video if you liked it, and if not, don't, I guess. You don't have to like the video, but if you did, then please do hit the like and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.